Hey, what's happening guys? Joqq here, and we are finally back with another GPC upload. We are here with our week 1 battle against that boy Troy and his Boca, Raton, Raticates. I think he also goes as the McGear and the Madman, but here we've just got a quick overview of the matchup that we have for this week 1 battle. You get to see both the drafts in speed order, apart from a little mistake on Mega Latios, but can't moan. Troy made this for us and it looks absolutely fantastic. So yeah, my draft's the same as the draft analysis, but if you've never seen that, we'll go over it quickly. It's Mega Aerodactyl, Raikou, Starmie, Infernape, Miltank, Zygarde, Skuntank, Breloom, Skorupi, Quagsire and Bronzong, and we are facing Lycanroc Day, Thunderous Eye, Mienshao, Mega Latios, Silvally, Delcatty, Mamoswine, Florges, Serena, Mightyena, and Empoleon and Whirlipede. So, coming into this battle, week 1, and we have to face one of the best fighting types, one of the hardest hitting fighting types in the format, and as I said in my draft analysis, I know how weak I am to fighting types. I don't have great resist, so obviously I knew Scarf Mienshao was coming, because unless I run Scarf Infernape, Scarf Starmie or Scarf Raikou, I'm not going to be able to revenge it, and it's going to get a kill every time it comes in. SD Lycanroc Day with Fire Fang is actually very hard against me. I think it has to basically... Troy has to work out if I'm bringing Quagsire or not, because it can quite easily chip down Zygarde, but it can't really break through Quagsire, so if he thinks I'm going to bring Quagsire, he probably won't bring Lycanroc Day. Thunderous Eye is always a threat, but again, it gets Grass Knot, so he could bring Nasty Plot expecting Quagsire to come, and it would still bust through it even through the Unaware. Mienshao again, it's just going to be Scarf. Mega Latios, I have one of the better checks to it in Bronzong, but it's his round 1. It's his Mega, it's the big mon on his team. I feel like even though it doesn't have the greatest matchup versus me, it should still come, and it's a good way of just nuking Zygarde if he gets Mega Latios and on a Zygarde that doesn't have Dragon Dance up. So Valley, I'm not expecting too much. I don't see a type that really openly helps him versus my team. I don't think there's one type that can shut down my offense or whatever, so oh, sorry about that, I just had a pause, and after Silvally's Delcatty. Delcatty's a bit of a meme. I don't think Delcatty will come out. It is one of the Z-move users, but I don't see that. If anything's going to have a Z-move, it's going to be Thunderous. Mamoswine, I think Mamoswine's a strange one. It hits me really hard, but its speed tier's a bit awkward, and Ice Shard's not great against me with Infernape, Miltank, Starmie, and Raikou all outspeeding it and able to take an Ice Shard relatively nicely, but I still think it could come. Ice Shard's obviously nice for Zygarde and Mega Aero. It'll break through my Skuntank and my Breloom, but having Bronzong, Miltank, and an offense that doesn't like Ice Shard, I felt like maybe Scarf you'd want to bring Scarf, but Scarf is really bad against my team, so I'm not 100% sure if I see Mamoswine. Florges I think will definitely come potentially. It can just heal up on a lot of team, not a lot of my team hits it really hard, so it could actually be a problem to break. Serena I think is definitely coming. Just as a ground resist, so that I banded Zygarde without Serena. I think banded Zygarde 2-hit KOs everything on his team apart from Serena, so it could probably come. Again, Mightyena I don't really see coming. I think, again, it's just another cheap meme. Empoleon I think more than likely will come. Joqq probably to take on my Mega Aero, and Zygarde it's probably going to be Joqq with like Scald and Ice Beam. And you know, I don't Stealth Rock Thief Hawk maybe, and then the Whirlipede. It could come because my team is quite weak to spikes. If he doesn't predict one of my 2 poison types to come, he might want to get the toxic spikes down just to toxic everything. But I'm just going to pause before we switch over to the team builder, and we'll be back in a second. And here we are at the team builder, and you can see the first set we are bringing in it's a Fizz Death Starmie. This is just to take on that Mienshao, really. It stops me getting 2-hit KO'd by Mienshao. As I said, 90% of my team gets 2-hit KO'd by Mienshao. If I don't bring this or Skorupi, Mienshao just gets a kill. And I didn't like Skorupi's matchup whatsoever. I think outside of Mienshao, it just lost to basically everything. And so I don't want to go too much into the spread. It just basically takes on Mienshao and outspeeds Mamoswine, and that's about as much as you're getting to know, because I don't want to give away too much into how I build. But outside of that, we just have Recover, Scald, Rapid Spin and Toxic. Scald doesn't actually hit Mienshao that hard. Obviously Psychic would probably OHKO it, but it still does a clean 50%, which makes it a lot easier to deal with Extreme Speed and whatnot. And recover just so that I can consistently check the Mienshao Rapid Spin just in case he does bring that Whirlipede. As I said, I was quite scared of the Whirlipede and Toxic just because it the set just gets completely hardwalled by Florges, so I need a way to hit Florges. And next up, obviously, Starmie loses to Thundurus, so I wanted a Thundurus check. I thought Thundurus was probably likely to come, and as you can see, we're bringing in Assault Vest, Raikou, with Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, Signal Beam and Shadow Ball. No hidden power to take on Mamoswine because I feel like Shadow Ball would hit it relatively hard, because if Mamoswine comes I think it'll be offensive, and that should still do a good 30% or whatever. EV spread is just enough to outspeed Thundurus. 232 special attack because that gets the same KOs, 2 KOs, 3 KOs, etc. as max special attack, and then just the 48 HP enforced per def just to make me as bulky as possible with the odd HP number. So the moves, Volt Switch and Thunderbolt, obviously just that's self-explanatory, stab and initiative. Signal Beam should take on Serena. Shadow Ball is a way of hitting Mamoswine relatively hard, hitting Mega Latios pretty hard. And other than that, not too much to say about Raikou. Then we have our Bronzong. This is a pretty Spadef Bronzong, just here to take on Mega Latios as much as possible. A little bit of defense, not to go into too much, but it's here for SD Lycanroc, just so that I can live any hit from SD Lycanroc and drop it with a Gyro Ball. Then we have Stealth Rock, Rock Slide, Earthquake with the Aggro Ave Berry, just to get us 50% back if we hit that below 25% when Bronzong's about dead. Gyro Ball just for general stab, it hits Latios as hard as possible. It does a good chunk to Florges. Stealth Rock just as well, just chip. Rocks are really important in the Draft League format, I feel. Rock Slide is to stop Thundurus getting a free switch in, because Gyro Ball only does about 30, but Rock Slide should do a good 2-hit KO, I'd say. And Earthquake is there just to hit Empoleon pretty hard, because again, Gyro Ball and Stealth, Gyro Ball and Rock Slide give Empoleon a really free switch in, especially if he wants to get some rocks off. So, just a really standard Bronzong spread, nothing special. Then we have our Mega Aero here. It's max attack Adamant, 80 speed, so that just outspeeds his entire team. I think Thundurus is just, no, it's Lycanroc is his fastest mon, I think. No, it is Thundurus, yeah, it's Thundurus. And, or is there something at 112 possibly? It is Lycanroc. I think Raikou was outspeeding Lycanroc as well. I think I've just been stupid here. And Earthquake, Stone Edge, Area Lesson, Roost, it basically hits everything. Earthquake's only really there for the Empoleon because Stone Edge is really going to hit everything else, and Aerial Ace is just to pick off weakened things. The HP is just so that I guarantee live a high jump kick from, I think it's Adamant, Scarf Mienshao. Nothing special there, and it's just, it outspeeds everything. It pretty much, I think it 2-hit KOs in entire draft, so it should put in some decent work. And next up, this set, it looks pretty, the EV spread's a bit ugly in standard, 248, 252 Adamant at 8 Spadef, but because we are running mono extreme speed, we don't need any other speed or whatever, so the HP is just here to be as bulky as possible. And then we have extreme speed, sub, coil, camouflage, and Normalium Z. The Normalium Z is only here so we can bust through Serena, because this set's actually so weak. It's the only way that we can beat Serena and Mamoswine, I felt like. Like, I could run Yache, but then I can't break through Serena, or I could run Dragonium Z, but then I get revenged by Mamoswine, so I wasn't really sure what sort of set could beat them both outside of this set, and we would just have to break through Serena with the Normalium Z Extreme Speed, and at +1 that does a solid like 90% or whatever. So, and also after a Camouflage, Trop Kick doesn't actually break our sub. And if we have 2 coils up, 2 Trop Kicks doesn't even break our sub. So Zygarde can actually turn Serena into setup fodder, and his entire team is really weak to normal. His only normal resist is Empoleon, which with Aerodactyl, Bronzong and Starmie, it should get chipped down relatively easy, and Miltank as our last mon. So I think this Zygarde has a really good chance of winning, and if we can set it up at the right time. And last mon, we have our Miltank. Again, it's just another Mamoswine switch in. It should take other mons on relatively well, like it'll take a hit or two from Lycanroc. It might yen off if it comes and things like that. And it's Milk Drink, Seismic Toss, Heal Bell, Toxic, just enough Fizzdev to take on Mamoswine, and then a little bit of Spadef in case it has to live a hit from like a Thundurus or whatever. Milk Drink, self-explanatory, just to heal. We're also Thick Fat, just to take less from Icicle Crash, even though Earthquake would hit harder anyway, but it's just so that in case he is choiced in any way. Seismic Toss, just because, as I said, I'm expecting Empoleon to be the switch in, and being able to take just a clean like 20% off on that one, I think it's about 27% it takes off, is really nice for Starmie and Zygarde to potentially win in the late game, or even Aero. we have Heal Bell just because I thought there was a potential that Whirlipede could come to slap down Toxic Spikes. And after we spin them away, we'll want to Heal Bell away all. Because actually, quite a few of we've got 4 of our 6 Mons are grounded. And then Toxic, again, it's just to take on Florges, because Florges beats this set 1v1. And if he's not Heal Bell, we're able to beat it. And then, so that's the team. I'm going to pause now and we'll get into the battle. Right, that's us in the battle, guys. And if you skip the team builder, a quick runner of my team before we get into his is a physically defensive Starmie to take on Mienshao. The Saltfish Raikou, mainly here for Thundurus, but also can help check Empoleon. Mixed defensive Bronzong, mainly here to take on the Mega Latios and potentially the Mamoswine. And Lycanroc if it came, but it didn't come, which I'm really happy with because Lycanroc really could have done a lot of damage to me. Then we have our 3 attacks, Roost, Mega Aero, just because it outspeeds everything and just hits everything hard, doesn't really have great switch-ins to it. Then we have our Sub, Coil, Camouflage, Extreme Speed, Normalium Z Zygarde, and a physically defensive Miltank. So we go into his team, and obviously I know Mienshao's a Scarfer. Mamoswine is probably looking at this going to be Life Orb. Mega Latios, I'm a bit worried of Cam Mind, as I said in the team builder, but I think we can hopefully deal with it. Being able to like Gyro Ball it for quite a lot of damage, and Stone Edge from Mega Aero does a lot. Again, Scarf Mienshao. I'm not too sure about the Thunderous Eye. It could be like a lot of sets. It could just be like a nasty plot set, agility set, not too sure. Florges, I was just expecting sort of a physically defensive set to take on Zygarde, and Empoleon, probably just a defensive set, get up rocks and defog. As I said, I was happy not to see the Lycanroc because that caused a lot of issues in prep, basically being able to kill almost anything apart from Zygarde, but I felt like he could pressure, and no Serena, which means he actually has no 1000 Arrows resist, which if I had brought Banded Zygarde, I think I just got a kill every single turn. Zygarde came in, unless he switches Mega Latios in, which I don't really expect. So we'll just start this battle and get into this. And I lead my Starmie just because I thought Mienshao was a good lead, and I didn't want to have to switch in. I don't want to switch into high jump kicks at all, really, because oh, this is quite fast. We'll slow that down. I don't want to switch into high jump kicks because if he crits one, it means there's a potential of the next one killing. So he goes into his Empoleon on the Scald, and we get a burn, which is really nice. Pauses to catch up. So I go into my Raikou on the Empoleon as he doubles into his Latios, and you can see we crit this. And I calc this, and the Draco Meteor would probably do about 50%, which I was okay doing just to get a scout of this, and he's actually quite a, I think it's a max HP set. So we also get a Spadef drop, and he Earthquakes, and that does so much damage. I wasn't expecting an Earthquake, so I get to just Bolt Switch out, knowing that he's not going to let his Mega Latios die. It can still roost up on things, so we go hard Bronzong on the thingy, and I double into my Raikou, expecting the Thundurus to come in, which lets me get a massive 50% damage off. And again, the AV coming in clutch. If it wasn't AV, that Grass Knot actually would have killed that roll. So initial Shell Bell, which is surprising, but yeah, the AV coming in clutch, it lets our Raikou survive, and I play a little bit passively here. I Thunderbolt again. There's no way he's letting his Thundurus die, so I should have just Shadow Balled, but I get that play wrong, and he's able to knock off our Miltank, and that's the reason I never went Bronzong, really, is because I knew knockoff was coming. So I get the Seismic Toss here with my Miltank, and as I said in the team builder, I can't let Miltank get a kill. So he Seismic Toss one more time as he sets up his Stealth Rocks, and I go hard Starmie just to eat the Scald, because Starmie being in means that Mienshao's not coming out. Miltank means it is coming out. So we're able just to recover as he sets up his Rock Slink, and we're going to spin them away, but I'd rather be at full health. So that's Empoleon down, and he brings his Florges in, which lets me just get a Toxic off on it, and it shows to be Calm Mind, which is a massive threat. If this is min speed or like no speed, we might actually really struggle to break this, especially because he's got Heal Bell, which I go into my Bronzong, and that Moonblast is a lot. 23% is a lot, but thankfully he's not min speed, so Gyro Ball's doing upwards of like 40, which means a crit is just going to cause too much problems as he goes hard into his Thundurus, and we Gyro it for 30%. And I just let Bronzong kill off Thundurus here, because I felt like Mega Latios being really low, we didn't particularly need Bronzong, and he switches his Mega Latios into Bronzong, which I think is surprising. Yeah, he can roost up on me, but I didn't feel like he could beat me 1v1, and I calc Shadow Ball, and I knew it would put me in my Aguave Berry, and that's why I stayed in. So here, I make a bit of an aggressive switch. I go into my Aerodactyl knowing that he's definitely going to either Roost or Shadow Ball, and I was more expecting Roost, but Aerodactyl could live one Shadow Ball, and this basically let me get a kill, because the only one that switches into Stone Edge is Mienshao, and I really didn't think he was going to switch his Mienshao into a Stone Edge, so here he can get a Roost off and we into the next turn, and we Mega Evolve with our Aero, and we luckily hit the Stone Edge and take off this Mega Latios, so we are now 6-3 up and looking really good, but it lets the Mienshao come in, and we have to just sack our Raikou to Rocks to see what he wants to lock himself into, which lets me go into my Starmie, and because Florges is so low, it is actually in range of 2 Scalds, which is really nice, so we're now 5-2 up, but arguably it's the 2 biggest threats to our team that are still alive, so he goes hard Mammo and doubles his Mienshao, knowing that, expecting the Miltank to come in, but I actually went Bronzong because it was less needed at this point in time, and we sack Bronzong off, and it lets me bring my Starmie back in. He actually goes hard Mamoswine, which is nice because you see that does a nice 92%, so I thought I just won with Starmie here, but he turns out to be Scarf, and that crit is a bit annoying because that would have done 32% without the crit, so I would have been 16% higher at 44%, which means high jump kick doesn't actually kill, so it would have let me save a 4-0 with my Starmie unless he crit the high jump kick, but he didn't, so he gets to click the high jump kick, and we get to go into Zygarde here, and 2 extreme speeds don't actually pick this Mienshao off, so we get to, he crits me, which is scary, but we get to show off our tech and go for the Breakneck Blitz, and that is a massive 92%, and we just pick him off with extreme speed, and that is our week 1 GPC battle. Thanks a lot for watching. Great game to Troy. He played well, but I think our prep was just a little bit better, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in next week's video.